everyone. This is Poppin Topics. I'm Jess here with
Anita.
Do you have to turn their mics up?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
You have to turn their mics up.
I do?
Yeah.
Where? Oh.
The sliders.
Well, it's like awkward. Alright. So, first topic. Today is National Love Your Pet Day on Twitter.
Yes, I've been going through all the tweets and enjoying it. However, we just 5 seconds ago found out that Rusty died. R.I.P. Rusty. He was basically like a therapy dog at the St. Boniface Hospital in Winnipeg. He died yesterday after his 18th birthday.
That's really long for a dog to live though.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of dog. Look how cute he is. What kind of dog is that? I don't know. Oh my god, he had a badge and everything. Oh my god.
Whose dog is this?
Rusty from St. Boniface.
Yeah, don't know. No idea.
Doing, but it doesn't matter.
Sad day. Sad day though.
Right. Well, moving on from that. I was on Twitter earlier. Obviously, that's all I ever do. And I saw that Lauren London was trending, as well as Diddy. P. Diddy, to be exact. As you all know, Nipsey Hussle died over the summer. That was Lauren London's husband, or whatever. And apparently there's a rumor going around that her and Diddy are dating. I'm trying to find the thing, because she made a statement.
She shut that down real fast.
She did. She said, "I'm all love and peace, but never forget I'm a woman in grief, and I don't play about Nip." So no, they are not dating.
I didn't even know who Lauren London was.
See, I didn't know her name, and then when Nipsey Hussle passed over the summer, I saw her face, and I was like, I've seen that meme before, because I remember seeing like a picture of her like smiling like huge, and I was like, I know her, she's been in movies, and I put it all together, but I still don't really know who she is.
No idea.
But the rumor started by nonsense anyway. It was just like from a pic that Diddy posted.
They were like really good friends though, weren't
Saying
they?
like,
Yeah.
and he said like, mentioned like, they were like, that was his sister, I guess, or something like that. So I don't know why the rumor started. It was just a bunch of media nonsense, I guess.
I feel like rumors like that always start like out of the blue.
And it's so easy too, like just on Twitter, like I don't know, people will start literally anything and anybody believes it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's also why it's not really the most reliable source, but here I am using it every day. Also, have you guys ever played Animal Crossing? Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Neither have I.
Oh my god.
Haley today in class was like, Animal Crossing is being revamped and blah blah blah. And well, I guess if you guys don't know what it is, then it doesn't really matter. But
It was a game on the Wii, and it was like these little like animal characters, and you basically like lived in a little town and did absolutely nothing.
What do you take care of them? Take care of animals? Or
Yeah,
what?
it's like not even like it's these animals that like they make friendships with each other, and like it was so weird, but it was just like a fun little like Wii game.
do you remember?
And
You got it for the Switch, Nintendo.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It's like becoming like a big thing.
they also made an app for it, I think.
That's what she was talking about. Like
Yeah.
Everyone can play it on their phone, just like the Mario Kart thing when that like blew up for 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, I literally like I loved that game.
It reminds me of like, have you ever heard of, oh my god, I remember it was like a little tiny like keychain game. It's called Elo Milo.
Mhm.
Do you remember that game?
Wait, what's it called?
Elo
I
Milo.
heard of something else. I heard Tamagotchi.
Or is that what it is?
You heard of Tamagotchi?
Tamagotchi.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. Well, I don't know. There's also a game called Elo Milo, and literally the whole point is to just find each other, and then you hug, and that's the whole game.
Oh wow. No.
Wait,
No,
really?
it's like, Tamagotchi's
so
different. It's like you're like
Yeah.
taking care of some type of like.
I remember there's like an egg, and it hatches. I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up. I don't know. I was like a whole...
Oh my god.
Elo Milo was definitely like the most pointless game ever. And I remember playing it.
So was Animal Crossing, honestly. But like the best part was like you could run around town and like catch like butterflies, and you could like fish, and then you could go to like this random other little town and get like your hair cut. It was like the weirdest
Wait,
thing
so are
ever.
you a person just like around a bunch of
I
animals?
thought it
Or?
was like a couch.
No,
patch.
like
You're an animal?
You're an animal.
Oh wow.
But they're like animals that just like walk around. Like they actually like they're like
Funny.
little animated animals.
I'm looking up Tamagotchi because now everyone's favorite virtual reality pet.
Yeah. Back when I
Oh,
was
they're
like,
also
back when I was
back.
in like 2nd or 3rd grade, like this girl used to go crazy over it.
Oh my god, my sister had one.
I also had one, but I think I lost it. Like it was a keychain, and I remember I
Yeah.
didn't have keys, so I lost it. Why
I would
was it-
always steal it from my sister because I was jealous that I didn't have one.
I'm about to buy one. I'm on the website right now. Oh my gosh, there's an app for this too. No, that's why.
For Tamagotchis?
Yeah.
What?
Yep, you're bringing it back out.
Oh my gosh.
That's so weird.
Get on it.
My entire childhood. What did we even do as kids? Do you remember the furries? Or what? Not furries. Oh my gosh. that's it.
Furbies?
Furby.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my god.
That thing used to give me nightmares. I remember I had like a broken one, and it like, oh my god. I just remember I had this like mesh net thing in my room. Don't judge me. I was like annoying. And I had all my like stuffed animals up there, and I remember that thing would always like turn on and make noises in the middle of the night. So my nana took it out of my room because like I just couldn't do it. It was too scary. Not to mention they're hideous.
We literally had to take like the batteries out of ours because they were so annoying. Oh my god, there's. Hold on.
I can't believe that this is. I'm still stuck on the Tamagotchi. There's different. You can build a family tree. Oh my gosh. Oh, where'd it go? I don't know. I don't know if there's. I don't play games anymore. Like I was gonna get like a Switch, but I just, I don't know. I can't do it. So.
I'll stick to my P4. No Madden. Fortnite.
Fortnite
No, I
or
don't play
Apex?
Fortnite. I'm worried.
Isn't Apex like the same thing?
I have no idea.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I hear people talking about it. I don't know.
It's
what
like a
any-
mixture.
I don't know what any of it means.
It's like a mixture of like Call of Duty, Halo, Fortnite, all in one.
I still don't even know what Fortnite is. Fork knife. What is it?
Fortnite.
Because what's like the building? Like I just don't get it. Explain.
What?
Fortnite. What is it? What's the point of it?
Fortnite?
Because
I don't know, man. You run around and
build things, right?
no. Well, you
Then what-
you
then
build
what's
things
the
to protect
axis?
yourself. You build forts to protect yourself from other teams, or if you're solo, other people.
Gonna get back to this after this.
So you guys can get back.
Ad break.
I'm gonna look it up.
And we're back. So,
We're still talking about Fortnite because I still don't understand it.
explain.
Well, Fortnite, it's you can go solo, you can go with a team, 4 people, 3 people. It changed a lot, honestly, like over the time it's been out. I think it's been out for maybe like a year, maybe a little longer. But basically you run around on a map, and it's like last man standing. Try to kill people, and you use forts to protect yourself, or.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Every time I've tried to play, I can't even land.
But in the game, you gotta get material. So you gotta like chop stuff down. You got like a pickaxe or whatever it's called, and you like chop stuff down to get materials such as like wood, metal, and I don't know, something else. And you can like build forts with them.
People literally make money at playing this game.
Oh my god, I know. It's crazy.
I'm about to start.
Yeah.
I'm just getting really good.
I played for a little while. Actually, I had to retire because like I was never really into like shooting games, and like I just started just because like everyone was into it. I used to just play with my friends in like a group, like us 4, and I don't know, I wasn't very good, but like a lot of my friends thought they were like better than they were, and they would just like talk down on certain people that weren't, I guess, up to their level. And I just got tired of it, so I chopped it up, went back to playing Madden and things I can do, you know.
Yeah, hopefully it dies down soon.
Yeah, I feel that.
But
Moving on, man. Forget Fortnite.
we're gonna talk about Pop Smoke, an up-and-coming rapper who I never listened to. Because, I mean, I didn't even know about him that long. Like, I found out about him literally 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I saw a tweet, and he like was mad at one of the photographers and was like, "Yo, delete this. Like, I look stupid." And then the guy replied and was like, "That's your face. Like, you look like that. Like, I don't know." And it was like this whole like meme. And then the next day, they found out he was murdered in his own home.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. my man Pop Smoke, man. It's a messed up situation. 20 years old.
He was born in 1999. They said. I was like, what?
Yeah, he was in Hollywood. And someone ran into his house.
That's insane. But, like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of debate about this because a lot of people are saying like, that's karma for putting out there what he put out there, like rapping about. Like I said, I didn't listen to him. Like, I didn't even get a chance to. But everyone's saying how like
You preach violence, you die violent.
exactly. But what about like every other, like that? To me, that's stupid because it's like saying that you can't get a chance to like ever get past that point in your life or overcome that. Like, how many rappers like Styles P, Snoop Dogg, he's literally a Crip. Like, all of these people have done all of these things, and like maybe not the same exact type of things that he did or whatever, but if this would have happened to them, everybody would be saying something different. It's just because they're a legend or whatever. Like, he didn't even get his chance to become that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm angry about all this, because people are literally saying, like, nobody, I don't care how bad you are or whatever, nobody deserves to get murdered in their own home.
Alright, well, I saw something. I saw something on social media, and like, I guess he posted where he was at, like his ad, literally like his location where he was, and it was like the night, same night he got like murdered.
Well, that was another argument. People were saying like, if you're gonna post it, like you gotta expect to get like run up on, whatever. But every single artist does it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not every single artist. Majority of artists, like, I don't know, if you get on.
If you're gonna do that, I feel you gotta be protected. You gotta have some type of security or people with you that's there to protect you in case something like that happens. Knowing you have all that money and all those whatever, like jewels, and you know how rappers do it. You gotta be protected, you know. There's a lot of greedy people in the world. Like, everyone knows that, especially these famous people should know that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why if I ever got rich and famous, I would just walk around like I was homeless. No one would ever know.
For real.
I would look like this every day of my life. I'm wearing a grout fit on accident. But no.
I would definitely not change anything about my like appearance or anything if I was famous. Like, I wouldn't care.
Especially like it's different as a female too. But like,
Yeah.
That's so scary to me because it's how many people in 2020 have died already? Like, young people.
You're right.
Too many.
2020's been rough. 2020's been rough, man.
I just think we should start it in like June or something.
Mm-hmm.
2020.
Made a fresh
Just like
start.
start
Made a fresh
over.
It's horrible. Everything is horrible. Everyone's dying and getting sick and R.I.P. I don't know.
I'll bring my man Pop Smoke.
That's really sad.
Welcome to the party.
Yes. Wait. That was him?
Yeah.
What?
Learn something new every day.
Oh my
I didn't know
gosh.
that.
Why did I not know that was him? Anyway, we're gonna move on. Stranger Things. Do you guys watch Stranger Things?
I do not. My friends into it. My friends into it. He tried to put me onto it, and I never really got into it.
Okay, we'll get into it because it's
I'll
important.
try.
Well, no, that just ruins it.
I'm not to check
Yes,
that.
I do watch
I'll
things.
learn from you guys.
Well, spoiler alert, Hop's not dead. You don't know who that is, but it doesn't matter. The end of season
3.
3. Okay, I was gonna say it's not 5, is it? Anyway, the end of season 3, Hop disappears in the midst of all of the Russians swarming in and everything's happening and oh my gosh, I just know that I cried for literally 2.5 hours after
Cried
that.
so hard.
And it wasn't just like like a tear here. Like, I was sobbing in the fetal position. I was like, no! Hop! And then, so I also cried when I saw that he wasn't dead, so.
I was like so pissed though too. I was like, that like, no, like, it's not ending that way.
I never cared so much about a show in my life until
For real.
I feel like Ella's my child.
And I didn't even, like, see, because it was in, like, the credits where they showed that, like, he might not be dead or whatever. And I didn't even, like, watch that part because I was so distracted by, like, what just happened. And I didn't watch that part until, like, a week or two later because somebody, like, told me about it. And I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, the whole time he's just making train tracks in Russia. So, and he's bald. So that's...
Wow.
Not even the same. I'm going to show you who Hop is. Basically, Hop is the character in the show that at first you're like, oh my god, I hate this man. And then, like, you start to, like, get a feel for him. And you're like, okay, it makes sense. And then he dies and you're depressed, so.
Very true.
Sounds tough.
Alright, we'll be back after this commercial break. Alright, and we're back. So.
Oh, Stranger Things, man. Teach me more.
Anyway, as I was saying, Hop is the one that, like, the whole first, like, really the first season, you're like, oh my gosh, he's so mean. But then you realize that everything he's doing is for a reason. And then you, like, learn about him. I don't want to give too much away. But you learn about him and all of his struggles and why he is the way he is. So, Hop's not dead. Watch Stranger Things 4. I don't know when it comes out, but
That's what I was
Coming
trying to
soon.
figure out.
yeah, I don't know. Millie Bobby Brown posted it the other day, but there was nothing else. But also, in the media, Hollywood world, whatever, Harry Styles was held at knife point and robbed.
Wasn't he, like, overseas somewhere or something?
Yeah, I think he was Harry Styles. Where were you?
He was somewhere.
I-
He wasn't in the U.S., I don't think.
He might have been.
He was in the UK.
North
Yeah.
London, during a night out on Valentine's Day, the former One Direction singer, 26, handed over cash after he was confronted by a mugger near a pub in, Hampstead. Never heard of that. Somewhere.
Me either.
On Valentine's Day. He was trying to take someone on a date.
Right. How are you not gonna? People are so mean. It says.
What are you going to say? How are you not going to spread love on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was gonna say. It's so rude.
It happens.
Well, turns out it was another man in his 20s.
Oh, so there's only one. I thought there was like a couple people. I thought he like
I guess
they got
so.
jumped or something.
Oh, and then he performed at the Brit Awards after? What a guy.
Oh my gosh.
How did
It
he
was
do?
like the Brits were just a couple days ago.
Wait, how much money did they take from him?
I don't know, but I'm sure he's gonna
Probably
be
something light. He probably wasn't really worried about it.
Yeah.
pocket change.
It wasn't easy.
I mean,
easy to
he's
give
got
money.
millions,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine he carries around a lot in his wallet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, how much are you really gonna carry on you? Like, one.
That guy picked the right guy, man.
I guess. I don't know.
That was easy.
How do you go and, like, perform after that? I'd be like,
They said
probably
he
was a little
handled
shook,
it
but-
real. He handled it like he didn't like show the mugger that he was like affected, but like afterwards he's like I'm pretty shaken up. But
I mean,
He probably was a little,
yeah, I would have.
little shook. And he probably thought he was gonna get poked up a little bit, but
I literally.
the money situation was probably light for him. Like, he probably wasn't. It
Yeah.
didn't kill him, but he might have been a little nervous. He was gonna get poked up by someone
I
outside of the
okay.
country.
Oh my gosh. Too much. But at least he's okay. At least there's not another one,
Yes.
because if anybody else dies, I'm alerting the authorities.
Yeah, too much.
Something is going on. They're hiding something from us. But yeah, well, sports.
so.
Did you guys watch the All-Star game?
I watched, like, half of it.
Well, it didn't get interesting to the fourth. Well,
Yeah.
no, it was interesting a little bit. But the fourth quarter, it was a real deal.
I feel like like I said, I fell asleep, so I don't really know. But I feel like it wasn't, obviously it's not like a legit game. I mean, it is, but it's
Yeah.
not.
It turned
So
pretty
they-
serious.
I
in
was
the
gonna
fourth.
say, if I noticed they like started like kind of getting into it, because
Yeah.
they were like, they made like weird, I don't know, something with LeBron, of course. Who else? But I don't know. They made like some stupid calls against him or or something.
Yeah, they were like arguing with the refs and
I was gonna
stuff.
say, obviously you would know you watched it. So. I don't even know who won.
LeBron's team won,
right?
Yeah.
I figured. Right,
Yeah, it was a good game.
I saw it was Common, his like rap talk whatever thing.
Yeah,
What,
he
his
also
introductions?
won-
Yeah, I
he
actually-
also won game MVP.
Common did?
Yeah.
Oh, for the celebrity game?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Go Common. I don't know, but I cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was
You cried when?
every time I talk about Kobe, I was just
Oh,
like,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Tough one.
oh gosh, man.
Did we see the dunk contest? 3-point contest? Anything?
I didn't see any of it because I'm stupid.
I was definitely sleeping.
I don't know. I feel like
Dunk contest got a little crazy. I didn't watch it live, but I saw highlights of it.
that's I
That's
just
some pretty
seen
crazy
highlights.
stuff.
I don't know. It wasn't really anybody that I like. I guess I know them, but like not anybody I care about that much. So you know. About David Ortiz and the whole, I don't know if you guys heard about that, but he basically like in an interview called out, I don't know how to, is it like Fear Little, I don't know how to say his last name. Something.
Wait, one more time?
Mike Fears, fiery, he used to pitch for,
Oh, Fears, I think.
oh my gosh, the team. Who are they?
Astros?
Yes, he used to pitch for them.
Okay.
And I guess he like exposed them. So he played for them in 2017 or something. And David Ortiz is like saying that he was a snitch and like he wasn't right for doing it. Which
Yeah.
In a way, it makes sense, but I don't know why David Ortiz would even say anything. Like, it's not like he's an Astro or anything, ever
Right.
played for the Astros.
True.
like
It's just weird.
I don't follow any of it, so I'm just kind of like blind leading the blind here. But this is what he said. I'm mad at this guy. The pitcher who came out talking about it. Why don't you come out about it during the season when it was going on? Why don't you say, I don't want to be a part of it? Now you look like a snitch. Why?
Because he was there, won his money, got his money, won a ring, and then after he left the team, he decided to tell. So it kind of makes sense.
I would
Kinda
say
makes sense for it.
that I get it now that I actually like read the thing, because I don't know, they shouldn't have done it in the first place, but
Yeah. And why are you gonna say something about it after the fact? Like,
literally,
you
like,
still were a
for-
part of it. You're still gonna get like crap
Backlash
for
for
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If anything, he's gonna get it more than anyone because nobody likes a snitch. That's what I've been told.
True.
Especially after you made all that money and stuff. Like. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm reading something. I don't even know what's going on with him. I don't care. But yeah, I don't know. Has anybody else been mugged or anything this week? There's nothing else that I know. It's kind of been a boring week for me. I haven't really been paying much attention to anything because I find that it's all negative and it brings me down. Like for a solid like week after.
And we will finish talking about that after this break. And we're back.
Barely. Well, before we, I just want to say that, what's his name? Kyrie Irving will be out for the whole year with a shoulder injury.
He's been banged up all year, man. It's
Yeah.
been a tough one for him. They're all hyped up heading into the year. Kevin Durant, Kyrie supposed to be on the team. Well, Kevin Durant, everyone already knew he'd be out for a while, but they thought he'd return probably like right before the playoffs. And that's when take off in the East. But now it's looking like another rough year for them.
Yeah, everyone.
No, they might still be able to make the playoffs. Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert. Tough guards, not gonna lie. Very underrated. Very underrated.
But it's Kyrie. Alright, well,
Yeah, but tough one. It hurts a little
get
bit.
better soon. Anyway. Music. A Boogie dropped an album. I don't listen to him.
Listen to him.
I do not. I don't really. I don't know. When him and like PM EST or whatever his name is, when they kind of popped off, I was like, I just can't get into it. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really tried. I'll try again.
It's a different type of bag, I guess, man. Different type of bag.
I do have some of their songs on my phone. See, I need to do like I need to go through all my music and just delete a bunch and like organize it, and then maybe I'll add their albums in. I don't have enough storage, but I've heard it's good.
Artist 2.0. Artist number 1 was a hit. That's what made the 8 Boogie. Now he dropped Artist 2.0.
Oh,
It's
wait.
about, he got hurt by a girl back in his day. He's explaining how he feels about the situation, how he's responded from it.
Jeez Louise.
My man gets in his bag. He's in a different type of bag, man.
Can't trust these cows. Well,
That's what he says, man. That's what he says. DTB.
DTB. Oh, D2B. I was like, that's a different song. Anyway, Justin Bieber.
First
also-
album in 5 years.
For real? Do you listen to him?
Little razzle. Justin Bieber is like
Oh, he has a song with Quavo.
that. He's that guy. He's that guy. Not gonna lie.
I used to be obsessed with Justin Bieber. Like, I was one of those little, like, 12-year-old girls who absolutely, like, loved
And
him.
the Bieber fever.
Just, I don't know.
My
Something might have been wrong with me as a child. I don't know.
Back in the day, like young Bieber, like I wasn't a big fan of, but like now mature Bieber, like he's that boy. Like,
See, I'm the
he
complete
got a little
opposite.
gangster, got the tattoos and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really liking the whole creeper look he's got going on with the trash stash and like the messy hair. And
Alright, he's a
looking
married man now.
almost.
He's,
like-
He shaved his
he believes in-
mustache.
he believes in the
He
Lord.
did it on
He's a
Instagram
God-loving- He's a
Live.
God-loving guy
What?
now.
He shaved his mustache.
Oh, good. Okay. I
Oh,
don't
that's good.
like just mustaches. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I feel like it looked weird on him.
Every time I see that, I immediately think of the guy from The Lovely Bones, and I have like flashbacks. I just don't
With the
like.
glasses.
Yes, the creeper.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, also on the topic of
Music.
Justin Bieber, because he said what 5 years?
Yeah. 5 years.
He started what when he was like 12, 11.
Somewhere around there.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know.
the exact age.
He still. I don't know, but basically there was like a point where he kind of went on a little. What do you want to call it? Rampage? I don't know. He kind of went crazy a little bit off the deep end. And I think that was what the interview was about. I saw an interview with him saying he literally started sobbing, and he was talking about how Billie Eilish, I mean, she started, her first song blew up on accident when she was 13 years
Yeah.
old. So she just turned
Ocean
18.
Eyes.
Hmm?
Ocean Eyes.
Ocean Eyes, yes. And then it was on the 13 Reasons Why. All
Yeah.
that. So that's really what blew up for her. But like, I don't know. I think about that a lot. Like growing up in the spotlight cannot be easy because
Yeah.
I'm not
That's-
Billie Eilish, and I am always worried about what people think, and like, not necessarily what people think, but kind of like, I don't know how to word it. You kind of have to like watch what you do and say around people, basically.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that being at that level. And that was like what he was talking about, like how he said like he just wants to be there for her and like protect her, like because he obviously went through that and dealt with all the negativity, and he was like, I just don't want her to ever feel like that again. And most child stars, you find out like that's what happens. Like, is it Macaulay Culkin, the movie we're watching? Finished today. We were watching The Sixth Sense in our film class, and I don't know if you guys know anything about him, but is it Macaulay Culkin or is it Haley Joel Osment? I think it's
Haley Joel Osment is in The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I don't think he's like done anything since. He had something happen to him, but I know Macaulay Culkin. Something happened
Home
with him.
Alone.
That's the Home Alone kid. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna look him up for you guys. I just want you to see. How do you even spell that?
That's like with Taylor Swift's whole documentary that she made too, about like her life growing up basically in the music industry, and she eventually had to take like a whole year break and just like get herself away from it because like everything that was going on, and
But there
she,
was a
like,
lot with her too, with like the
Yeah.
whole Kanye and all that. trying
Yeah,
to
that was
see.
probably a rough one for her.
Oh yeah, for sure. She said that she like struggled a lot with that part of it because she always like tried to be somebody that everybody like liked, and she tried to be like a nice person, and then for that to happen, she like based her career on that, and then for that to happen, it just like destroyed her.
It's very sad to see all of the like young Disney stars and everybody like growing up like that. Well, first of all, I'm gonna show you this picture because that's him now. Macaulay Culkin.
Didn't he become a drug addict?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at him. He looks like a drug addict.
Well, like,
Right here is where.
probably.
That's actually, he cleaned himself up.
Yeah,
That's
he's
him
clean.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
clean there,
No,
yeah,
this
that's what
was
I'm saying.
before. Oh, where is it? I remember seeing like a bad one.
That's what happens when you're a young star, you know?
That's the
lose your
thing.
mind.
Like it kind of just gets to your head, and then like it's when you I don't know, growing up, like it's already difficult going through all these changes and like trying to figure out who you are and all this stuff, and then like doing it in front of millions and millions and millions of people, especially being so like big. And all of these people, that's what they all have in common. Like they were all like really big stars.
It's very
So-
crazy. I don't know how
Yeah,
they
man.
handle it half the
Bright, bright
time.
lights.
That's like I said, literally until my senior year of high school, I told everyone I was going to be a singer. And everyone was like, nah. And I'm very glad I didn't. I mean, not saying I would have gone anywhere with it, but still, like, it probably would have been heartbreaking to try and not make it.
Yeah.
No. Go away. We're not done, Sean. Sean's interrupting us because we're not done. Disrespectful. I actually told him to come help us tonight because he's very good at this.
He is good at it.
He distracted us. Look what he did. Now let's
Alright, we're coming back after this next ad break. Alright, and we're back. So, we're going to talk a little bit about college softball because I am so excited. I play softball, so.
How's the team looking this year? Are you looking promising or what?
Our team, I think, is looking pretty good. We're ranked #1 in the conference.
Okay.
So, and one of the main teams that gave us struggles last year was Manhattanville, and they're not in our conference anymore. So, that was really like our biggest opponent. But now Stevens, is it Stevens or Stevenson?
I think it's Stevenson.
Stevenson.
How's the other local schools like around here? Like Kings, Wilkes, how are they?
Depends.
Yeah, you don't gotta send me shots right
Let's see.
Horrible.
That's
They're all
pretty
horrible.
good.
We're gonna get them out of there. 10
I
runs.
don't even remember. I don't remember half of last season.
Gotcha.
But
I
yeah,
guess they're not very high in rankings, I guess.
nah.
I heard that.
But UCLA, who won last year against Oklahoma, is ranked #1 in the NCAA right now.
That's tough. That's really tough.
Washington is 2nd. We were talking about that.
Yep. It's this Bates, man.
Yeah.
Best softball player I've seen.
Yes. They're all very
He's like
good.
Jeter in his prime. Jeter in his prime. I should say.
There's so many good players. It's insane. Like, I watch and I sit there and I'm like, why can't I do that? It's like insane. And they're throwing like almost 70 miles per hour.
It's tough.
And it's like half the people in our conference throw like upper 50s, lower 60s.
That's still terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I've been hit with a softball, and it probably wasn't even going that fast.
True. I haven't played Little League I haven't played baseball since Little League, so I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you about it.
Have you ever played slow pitch?
No, but I've watched it.
I hate it. It's literally like it's kind of hard. Like I mean,
What
I
is
don't
that,
know.
softball? Supposed to be softball?
Yeah, for me, like I
No,
don't.
it is kind of hard. You really gotta like wait on the ball.
Yeah, and that's
You
not.
really gotta sit back and wait on
Because
it.
I'm literally, you never play a sport where like even in like gym class playing wiffle ball, like
Yeah.
it doesn't go that slow.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I remember I did it because my sister forced me to. It was like a team that she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it was like a summer thing. And I was like, yeah, it's not slow pitch, like that'll be easy.
Mhm.
Did not hit one single ball the entire season because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not good at sports. But jeez Louise.
I played
No.
in a little softball tournament in summer. It was pretty fun. First time I played some baseball or whatever you want to call it. a long time. It wasn't too bad. But
know.
it definitely is hard hitting the slow softball. It's
Oh
like
my
you have to.
gosh.
It's like you're sitting there waiting forever, just staring at it.
Well, I feel like growing up, like when I played softball, like we would have the count. Like I don't know, we just it's stupid. I don't know. Whoever invented slow pitch.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I feel like I could never play slow pitch. I feel like it's for like a bunch of old people who just want to like kill the ball because that's literally like all you do. That's all they do to hit home runs.
I
Like,
mean, but if you're playing with metal bats, which bat makes it look like metal? No, the wood bats, right?
wooden bats.
Wooden bats don't. It's harder to crank it out with a wooden bat though. So like, unless you're like a real life stud at baseball, you're not gonna be cranking the softball out like that.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, but we had some guys hitting it out on us in the tournament. But they were like, it was like we played like a team that was like they play in softball tournaments all year long and like they're real into it. So like they took it seriously and they were really good. But other than that, other teams I saw, no one was really just cranking it out. It was tough to do. No one on my team did it.
Yeah, I feel like for slow pitch too, they like most of the time have the fences further back,
For the most part.
so that like, cause a lot of times there is like a lot of power hitters.
Well, yeah, you'll play in like a
So-
official baseball field, so like
Yeah, yeah,
they're pretty deep.
yeah.
I don't know, when I played it was like, I was the youngest person and there were literally like 50 middle-aged like white men. The one guy literally had a glass eye.
And they get lit, man. They drink some beer and have a blast.
That's exactly what they do. And
Really?
it's horrifying.
I had a blast in this awful tournament. I want to do it again.
I'm like 14 years old amongst all these creepy old people, like drunk old people, and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
Never.
Yeah, it's tough.
maybe
Like pitching was the hardest thing I did. I got brought in to pitch and it was the hardest thing ever. I know it sounds simple, but like the ball has to hit the plate. At least the way we were playing, the ball
Yeah.
can't go too high in the air. The ball has to hit the plate like when it comes
Yeah.
down every time, or it's a ball.
It's so weird.
It was crazy.
So weird.
I forgot about all that baloney. I mean,
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was very, very hard, very different.
It's so different. Like obviously, if you play regular softball, you don't really want to hit the plate if you're pitching.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but I was in the outfield still making plays like Deion Sanders, you know.
oh,
No, because Deion Sanders plays multiple sports, you know.
what am I keep getting distracted by the basketball game over here.
Yeah, me too. I keep staring at him. Who is that?
That looks like somebody I played in high school.
Oh, I didn't even know
It's
that was
Hughesville. I see that. Unless it's a playoff.
It is Hughesville.
But if it's a playoff game, it could be just.
My coach coaches Hughesville.
It doesn't have to be Hughesville. Like it might be a
I'll
playoff
look it
game,
up.
neutral court. You know.
Well, we're about to find. Well, I see the green. They're wearing green uniforms,
Oh yeah.
and it's red, so that's in Troy. Oh my gosh. Who's playing? Is that Hughesville and Troy?
Yes.
Listen, I'm pretty good at guessing.
Well, what area? Wait, where's that? What area is that?
That's
Allentown?
it's like where I'm from, so like Williamsport area.
I'm from Troy.
Oh yeah.
Hughesville is like
So like loyal soccer.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know where any of that is. I live 2 hours away from here.
Yeah, none of it matters anyway. The only thing that, literally, nobody ever knows what I'm talking about where I'm from unless I say Little League World Series. It's the only thing that people understand. Because I'm like
Makes sense.
15
Well, I know a little bit about
Wait,
it.
I've been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I played a basketball tournament there.
Wait, Williamsport?
Yeah.
It's a nice
Wait.
gym.
Yeah. Where did you go to school?
I went to Park Valley, but I played travel basketball.
That's wild. Oh my gosh, small world. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
I also think it's crazy that, back to softball, that Tennessee is ranked number 12 in the NCAA, and my sister's team played them last year.
Really?
Where'd your sister go?
Rider University?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in New Jersey.
Yes.
They had a basketball tournament. They went down.
Their basketball team's crazy good.
Some kid from my school went to play baseball there one time. Well, he went to school to play baseball. It was like years back, years before me, but yeah, I know a little bit about Ryder.
Alright, and we're taking our next commercial break.
Your eyes are
Alright,
twitching.
and we're back.
got a special guest with us.
Yes, we do.
Did you
Hello.
turn on my mic?
Yeah, of course I turned on your mic.
This
hello,
Sean.
everyone. I'm Sean Gorman. My next podcast is going to be coming up in a little bit, but I'm helping you guys out right now. So
We appreciate it, thanks.
So let's talk about the coronavirus. What is happening over in Asia right now?
Asia. I don't know. Apparently, did you say Australia something happened?
Yeah, they just found out it's in Australia.
Damn.
Yeah.
Some cases coming in the United States, we're all going to die.
We're-
Basically.
We're probably,
That's the goal.
we're all probably going to die. It's going to happen. Yeah.
This guy's way wiping everybody out there.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what it's been.
Overpopulation. Apparently, it came from a quote-unquote shady fish market in China. What's going
Nah, I
on in
think
China?
it's-
See, I've heard
Really?
stuff about birds. See, who
Yeah.
is giving us this information?
That's what I'm saying. It's all fake news, but all I know is that people are dying.
We're getting lied to.
Don't eat cheese. It's gonna be so much noise next to the mic.
Should we
This is
just
amateur hour right now. I can't even.
ASMR.
Can you? This is not ASMR. Dude. My mic. This thing is
Yeah, we gotta turn it down a little bit.
spiking me right now, Jess. Come
Oh,
on,
I'm sorry.
Jess.
I'm not allowed to put it.
So,
Jess plays 2 sports. She's a big deal.
more importantly, oh
Who invited him? Who invited him?
You
no,
hold it.
I did. It was me. I take full responsibility. So I don't want to come up with anything else. How's your show going?
Oh, our show's fantastic. We have a bunch of viewers. My mom loves it. My family's been listening. My friends back home listen to it. You know,
Come on.
spreading out. Yeah.
So you guys,
Your
Shout out
mom?
Mama Gorman. She's 5'10", 5'11".
Okay. Well.
Dad's 6'2", and I came out 6'7". Turn me on.
hey, what do you guys talk about on the show?
Anything. Every week.
Poppin' topics.
The first
What'd you talk
week
about last
we talked about sports and injuries, and then that just led to partying and weddings and beverages and funny stuff. Last week we were talking about would you rather questions and just random hypotheticals. Like one of them was how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
How many?
I said 200, and then we started talking about like thousands.
Yeah.
Like it would take
Yeah.
thousands of chickens. It was so funny. And
I'm gonna
then,
look up. Boy,
Sounds like
200.
yeah, but 200 chickens is like a lot.
Is it?
Yeah,
What
you
kind
could
of
fill
elephant
you
is
could
it?
fill an elephant with 200 chickens.
That's what we're
No,
saying.
you can't.
And
Yeah,
then-
I know.
And then we're talking about, are there more chairs or people in the world?
What I'm saying is,
Whoa.
chairs are people.
Yeah.
There's already
I say chairs.
I feel like chairs too.
chairs because you
But,
can make
like-
anything a chair.
But then there's whole countries with like not a lot of chairs.
I could get on all fours and be a chair right now.
No, you
so.
can't.
Yeah.
No, there's more
chairs.
people. There's more people.
But like you got like
See,
6
isn't it, like,
chairs in
mind-blowing?
your
Like-
house.
Because I got like 15 chairs in my house, but then there's
Yeah.
people in like Africa that sit on rocks.
Right.
I have one
People in
chair.
other countries that are probably overpopulated that are still short on chairs.
I know. Isn't it crazy to think about?
It's so weird.
I'm saying chairs. I'm
I
I
sticking
was
to
gonna
it.
stick with
Yeah.
chairs. I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going
going
with
chairs too.
I don't know. Well, we are overpopulated. Maybe that's why we need to cut down the population.
That's why the
because there's-
coronavirus is here. Dwight's prediction on The Office is true.
What did he say?
He said we need a new disease. There's too many people.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we do, man. That's what the country
We
does.
just-
We get lied to.
We
They
just be
wipe us out in
reproducing.
different ways.
We just be reproducing.
Too much.
I wish I could curse on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's too nice. How's that Chick-fil-A? I housed Chick-fil-A before. I had a sorry excuse for a sandwich today.
Oh my god.
It literally looked like
Did they not give you the pickles? Or were they under your
screw
tongue?
pickles.
Excuse
No
me?
pickles?
No pickles.
Polynesian?
Who?
Polynesian sauce?
No.
Chick-fil-A sauce?
No, I don't like Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm a
Yeah, I don't do the
weirdo.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A
I'm a
sauce
barbecue
is
I do the
sauce.
just
I do the Polynesian.
mustard.
Yeah, but the chicken piece was like, I don't know, maybe a quarter of an inch. I was like, what are we doing right
More
now?
bread than
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I was sadly, it literally made me like upset, it ruined my mood. I was so excited for our next podcast. I might not even do it now because of Chick-fil-A sandwich.
a tough one.
I might just tell Tony I don't want this grade.
Well, I'm
You're
sure.
very noisy with the mic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's going on? You're ASMR in it, you're bumping into it, you're screaming into it.
I'm just, you know,
We're just a little tired.
I'm a little sweaty. I'm trying to get out of here.
It is always hot
It's like
as,
blazing balls in here
as-
right now. I feel like I'm gonna pass
I was
out.
going to say balls, but I guess we're going to say balls. It is hot as heck in this room, always, and I don't understand it.
Um,
I don't
probably
know how
because
you're not
it's
sweating. You're wearing like
$5.
pants, 3 layers.
Yeah.
You're just a cool cat.
Cool cat.
Level-headed, I love it.
hanging out.
Oh no. Jesus. Self-conscious. I don't think we should have invited
I need some
Sean.
water.
How much time we got left?
I
Dying
need
in here.
some milk.
Right.
3
3
minutes?
minutes and 45 seconds.
turn-
Alright, here's my
Oh.
question about your chicken and elephant question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it an African bush elephant or?
Oh my god, I don't know. Do I love a good bush elephant? Tell me it's a bush elephant.
Don't make me laugh.
Love my elephants bushy.
Well, the only reason I ask is because one of them's bigger.
Wait, how many different elephants do we have?
There's 2 different kinds, African and Asian.
Okay.
It has
Give
something.
me the Asian one because we're talking about Corona.
You can tell the difference. I don't have one.
What if elephants have Corona?
They
And they're just
probably do.
spreading it. Oh, wait, animals
They
get it
probably
too?
do. I think that's a
Yeah.
word. They say animals the ones that started.
Yeah.
Why?
We were talking about how
We are
people were like,
so dead.
There was
Throwing
cats
their dogs
covering,
out the window
covering the
because,
cats,
like-
putting masks on the cats.
Bro.
Yeah.
Fish? Fish? You can't quarantine a fish? That thing's just swimming across the ocean. Spreading its eggs, spreading its babies. Okay, well, it'll make it to freaking Australia. And it's already, like you said,
Yep.
and it's going to be in California soon enough.
Well, that's the first place
Getting
it's gonna
close.
go. Yo,
Oh my God.
please.
I'm moving to Ireland. Miss me. I'm going to Europe.
You're gonna.
That's bad.
it's like a small
They're just gonna
island.
Is
take
there even
out
a
the
place to
potato
hide?
famine there.
Probably not.
Potato famine. That was like 200 years ago.
Wow.
Don't disrespect my people like
Let's
this.
do it again. Bruh, they're trying to take us out.
Who? Who's that?
Can't say. You know.
I don't, so.
Yeah, they'll take us
we'll
out.
talk about it after.
They'll take us out, we mentioned.
Who? Who's taking us
We're
out?
not allowed to say.
Corona?
Yes.
Yes.
You see a video of the kid who's like, yo, if I get coronavirus, I hope I get Lyme disease. 'Cause you can't have a corona without a Lyme. Say it with me. This is head kid.
This is why people are dying because
Yeah, the kid
everybody
accent.
takes. No,
Sorry.
no. Please say something. Go ahead.
What would you say, man? I was just talking about the kid's accent.
I was just saying that.
He had a strong accent.
I'm having an asthma attack. Nobody takes anything seriously. Everybody goes to TikTok
What?
with all of their
For
problems
real?
and
Wait,
Hey, there's not much we can do about it.
Wait,
There's
you
not
don't
much
get your
like-
news from TikTok? Charlie D'Amelio is
No, I
your
get
source of
mine from
news.
I get mine from Twitter.
Dude, I could so outwork Charlie D'Amelio on TikTok. She has nothing on me. I'll tell you that.
You got a TikTok? You got to take over.
I have
Yeah.
TikTok, have many videos, and I just
I
like
get to it
videos.
yet. I haven't
The
got
kid
to
on my
it.
next podcast, Garrett Baps, he follow him on TikTok. He
Garrett
has a
Baps.
famous TikTok.
Why is it that?
What, it
Well,
went
it's not
crazy?
his going joke, but it's like it's so.
Your show's
dumb.
ending.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Oh.
Well.
thanks for being our
Well,
friend.
see you next week.
No
Thanks.
problem, yeah.
See
Maybe
you
Good luck
next
on your
week.
show.
Thank you.